On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
On first down, Hurts. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one to Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Watson. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, watch this, watch it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Buying time to his left. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and show. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Balaj. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 16. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now third down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And
when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First and 10, Taylor now. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Complete to Jonathan.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep for Hilton. And now Watson throws another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Watson. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Watson. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To the air yet again, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And this results in 6. Touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Hurts. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Watson now to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, Watson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. For 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Texans 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Here's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Again, it's Taylor. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Taylor. He gets away from one, and he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Escapes the defender, and they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Texans 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And the ball is knocked out, and the Colts pick it up. And now look at him go. 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
But we've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Flushed out right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
It's third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run once more with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And some space here. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, Defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Colts 48, Texans 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
25-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Today's final score, Colts.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.